Here, in the heart of a bustling city, thousands of souls gather. They stand shoulder to shoulder under a canopy of electric lights. Close shots of faces in the crowd. A wave of pure energy washes over the audience. Strangers become family. Their voices join into one powerful chorus. Montage, concerts around the world, people from every culture, people from every walk of life. Elsewhere, a lone figure walks through a quiet park. Footsteps on gravel match the drumbeat. Music as companion, soundtrack to thoughts. Imagine sound as glowing streams of light, swirling and dancing. Streams flow from tiny headphone speakers. Streams enter the head and travel inward. Sound transforms into an internal light show, and so we ask, why? Why does organized vibration have such sway? How can a melody make us weep with sorrow? It is more than hearing, it touches our core. Everywhere on earth, music exists. It is part of our shared human story. Why does music move us so deeply? To understand this remarkable phenomenon, we must journey into the most complex structure known in the universe, the human brain. When music enters our ears, it is not processed in one single isolated location. The auditory cortex, of course, is the first to respond. It diligently deciphers the basic elements of the sound, the pitch, the tempo, the timbre. Instead, it sparks a magnificent coordinated display across many different regions. The cerebellum becomes surprisingly active. It helps us process the rhythm, to feel the beat in our bodies, and explains why we instinctively tap our feet or nod our heads to a catchy tune. Simultaneously, other areas of the brain join this concert. The hippocampus, our archivist of memory, awakens. A song might unlock a cascade of forgotten moments, bringing them to the forefront with vivid clarity. The amygdala, the seat of deep emotion, stirs. It decides whether a minor key feels sad or a major key feels happy. This region links sounds to feelings, turning vibrations into experiences like joy, nostalgia, melancholy. Listening to music is never a passive act. It is a full-body, full-brain experience. When we listen, we witness a spectacle of neural activity, a symphony of firing neurons that engages our memory, our movement, our emotions, and our sense of pleasure, all at once. At the very core of music's power, a simple yet potent chemical messenger. This molecule is called dopamine. It is often known as the brain's pleasure chemical. The brain releases dopamine when we do things that are essential or rewarding, such as eating delicious food or spending time with loved ones. What is truly astonishing is that music, which has no direct survival value like food or water, has managed to tap into this fundamental reward system. When we listen to music we love, our brains release a flood of dopamine. This is strongest during peak emotional moments, the powerful crescendo, the unexpected key change, the return of a beloved chorus. That chemical surge makes music intensely pleasurable, producing chills or shivers down the spine. It's a purely neurological reaction to sound. This dopamine release isn't just a side effect, it's why we seek out music. We learn to pair songs and genres with pleasure. Our brains begin to anticipate the reward. Imagine someone eagerly putting on their favorite album after a long day. Music acts almost like a self-made drug. Safe, accessible, and powerful is a key piece of the puzzle, explaining why music feels so good and why we keep coming back again and again across our whole lives. Music possesses a unique and mysterious ability to act as a key, unlocking the dusty chambers of our memory. A simple melody heard by chance on the radio can instantly transport us back in time. Even when language and recognition of loved ones fade, music can often break through the fog. How can a sequence of sounds without any words or explicit meaning make us feel so much? A fast tempo, a high pitch, excitement, joy? Conversely, music in a minor key with a slow tempo and a lower pitch is almost universally perceived as sad. Long before written language, our ancestors gathered. They would have clapped their hands, stamped their feet, and lifted their voices in rhythmic chants. When people sing or move to a rhythm together, their heart rates can begin to synchronize. Their breathing patterns can fall into alignment. Even their brain waves can start to pulse in unison. This social bonding is reinforced by oxytocin, the love hormone, and music serves as a powerful social glue. One of the most powerful elements of music is its ability to play with our expectations. Our brains are magnificent prediction machines. When the music delivers exactly what our brain predicted, it triggers a small but satisfying release of dopamine. When it violates expectation and then resolves, the pleasure is amplified. The genius of great music lies in its ability to be familiar enough to be understood, but surprising enough to be exciting. Music often feels intensely personal because it seems to reflect our own inner world back at us. We gravitate towards music that matches our mood. The ISO principle. We seek music that mirrors us. It provides a safe space to explore and process feelings without judgment. An instrumental piece becomes a blank canvas. We project our stories, memories, and emotions onto the soundscape. Beyond everyday pleasure and social connection, the power of music extends into the realm of healing. On a physical level, listening to calming music affects the body's stress response. Lower blood pressure, slower heart rate, decreased cortisol levels. We see its potential in neurological rehabilitation, melodic intonation therapy for stroke patients, and rhythmic cueing for Parkinson's gait. So we return to where we began, surrounded by the echoes of music's power. We see a slow smile spreading across a person's face as a nostalgic song begins to play. We see the uninhibited joy of a crowd dancing together. We witness the silent tears that trace a path down a listener's cheek. Each reaction is unique, yet they all spring from the same universal source, the mysterious and powerful bond between sound and the human spirit. They are the outward expression of the dopamine dance in our reward centers, the flickering lights of memory, and the deep, tribal pulse of social bonding. Every tapped foot, every shared glance, every heartfelt sing-along is a testament to the intricate symphony being conducted within our own minds. Music engages us so completely, our bodies, our memories, our emotions, and our connections to one another. The science tells us the how, but the why still feels like a secret whispered between the music and the listener. And as the final notes of a beloved song fade into silence, we're left in a state of quiet wonder. Why does music move us so deeply?